Hi, I'm Avril Nicol. In this 5-minute presentation, I'll tell you a bit about my PhD research, a qualitative study of practice change in speech and language therapy. I'll also explain what would be involved if you decide to take part. I have a long-term interest in practice change from my own experience in clinical practice and as editor of Speech and Language Therapy in Practice magazine. I've also seen practice change from different perspectives as a user representative involved in the transformation of a midwifery unit and as a research assistant on 2 implementation studies. I'm always wondering, what things do people get done? How do they get them done? Why do they do it that way? What happens and how do they feel when they try to do it differently? Behind all this is the question, if we understood this better, could we do it better? To try to understand practice change better, I'm exploring it from the perspective of practitioners. As I'm interested in hearing in depth about experiences over time in a particular context, this is qualitative research. My job as the researcher is to interpret these personal experiences in relation to theories of practice and implementation, so that the research can become as useful a resource as possible for therapists' reflection and knowledge development. I'm recruiting therapists from 3 NHS areas in Scotland and from independent practice in Scotland. To be eligible to take part, you need to have a minimum of around 1/5 of your caseload as children with speech sound difficulties. If you take part, you can either talk to me one-to-one or as part of a pair or focus group, whichever seems the most logical to you given your particular experiences of practice change. This would take approximately an hour. I'm interested in hearing about what practice change means to you, where the ideas for changes you have experienced came from, and how those practice changes took root. For this research to be of high quality, it's important that I hear from a diverse range of speech and language therapists. If you agree to take part, I'll give you a 2-sided questionnaire which asks brief questions about you, such as where you studied speech and language therapy, when you qualified, and what other jobs, if any, you have had. This gives me the chance to choose the widest range of people for the study. Please have a read of the Research Study Information Sheet for Therapists, version 1.2. And if you think you would like to take part, send me an email or give me a call to let me know, and I can answer any questions and send you the consent forms. Together, I hope that we will generate a diverse collection of practice change stories. These won't be individual identifiable experiences, but woven with care to resonate and to help us think, how and why might this apply to me?